Okay, Amanda, my baby. Well, I'm gonna do a history of us because I'm bored, and it's 5 in the morning, and I have nothing else to do, so I'm doing our history. All right, first day of 8th grade. Woo! Whatever day that was. Wednesday, I believe. Sitting there, I'm chilling out in algebra. And you walk in, and you were late to class. Don't tell me I'm wrong. You were late. So I'm looking at you. I'm like, oh, gross. She looks like a thug. She's gonna beat me up. Oh my god. Yeah, I was pretty scared of you, and I didn't like you very much. I thought you were stupid and a whore and some retard. I was really mean to meet you. When I first met you, I didn't talk to you at all. I didn't like the way you looked. Like, I thought you were pretty, but you seemed really like mean and like, grr. I need to turn my fan off. Anyway, so I didn't necessarily like you. I got really jealous though when you started hanging out with my friends and talking to them because you had fifth hour with them, and I was getting really jealous, and I was hearing all of these gym stories from like Morgan and Cruz and stuff, and I always came back, oh, Amanda this, Amanda that, and so I was like, oh, who's Amanda? And I figured out it was you. I was like, oh, okay. And something happened over one weekend, and Morgan was talking to you about it, and then you came up to me, and you and I were talking about it because we both were in the same situation. Derp, 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 derp. You told me if I ever needed to talk to you, I could talk to you, and when you told me that, I was like, I really wish people wouldn't tell my business, and I still didn't like you, but we started talking, and I started hanging out with Cruz because I wanted to go out with him. Sob song. No. Anyway, so derpy derp. I don't know hair. Excuse me. But so you and Morgan were trying to talk to him about, oh, Dakota, blah blah. Well, he started going out with me, and you and I became best friends. And then you stayed the night at my house one weekend because your mom wanted to go out, and you didn't want to be home by yourself. So I had to clean my room on a Wednesday and Thursday. You came over Friday night, and you stayed until Sunday, and you went home. And that was like the funnest weekend I had ever had. And then the weekend after that, I was at your house, and then the weekend after that, you were at mine, and we were going back and forth. And then finally, you just came over to my house a lot because, whatever. Just because. Oh my god, I'm getting tears in my eyes. And the first time you stayed the night at my house, I had asked you, I think, what high school you're going to, because I had a feeling we'd become really good friends. And you told me you were moving, and I was hoping, oh, she won't. You did. We had a lot of really good times. You stopped me from getting into a lot of fights. You introduced me to He Is We, Parachute. What else? I don't know. I can't remember the other ones. You really got me into Grind on Me by Pretty Ricky. Every time one of us would cry, the other one would put on Lady Humps by Black Eyed Peas. It'd work. We'd stop crying and we'd start laughing. What else? We got really weird with some people. Like, we were pedophiles. We should have went to jail. We should have. Let's see. Hold on. Let's go. Oops. I dropped like 4 papers. Okay. On June 7th, we went to Portrait Innovations at the mall, and we got real gay. We took pictures. I think this is our favorite one together. While we were taking the pictures, my mom was like, turtle love, pimp nuts, your mom. She was saying all the things that we say to each other that she figured out herself, like her meanings, and then she was like, turtling, And, you know, we were just busting up laughing, and we got our realest smiles in these pictures, and they were the best pictures in the world. Later that night, I had to take you home because you were supposed to move 2 days early. You ended up not moving until like 2 days after that. I can't remember. What else? We went to Mississippi Park with my sister, my niece, and my nephew, and we took pictures like lovers. One's of us by the water holding hands. One of us by a tree holding hands. Cutest pictures. We took pictures of us turtling. Weirdest thing ever. You took a tampon and you threw it at me. Really weird. Oh, I had something. Hold on. Okay. I don't know if you remember this. You can read it. That was the first time you stayed the night here. I was dying. Let me put that back on my wall of wonders. Okay, I'll fix it later. What else? I walked into my room in the dark and tried to lay down, and you've been totally up in my spot, taking it from me. You were the one person that was always there for me. I told you any and everything. I knew you since December to now. So like 8 months. We had been talking, and you know more about me than anyone. Literally, it's not one of those things. Nobody else knows as much about me as you. We went nuts at Rolling Green with Billy. That was pretty bad. Harmon Park was bad too. That was bad. But you watched me do yoga at your house. See, that's when you know we're best friends. That's when we're best friends. Before you moved, well, the day that you were packing up your stuff from my house, you know, your second home, you were packing, my dad took our last jar of peanut butter, our generic stuff, and he took a piece of paper, notebook paper, and he wrote how he'd miss you, and he put "Love, Dad," and when he hugged you goodbye, he started crying. We went to the hospital to say bye to my mom, and my mom started crying really bad, and Kim started crying. And the hardest part for me when you were moving was knowing that you were still in Rockford, but you were at home. And I didn't want to go over there because I didn't want to cry. You couldn't come back over. And then you moved. And that morning after you moved, I woke up. And I actually rolled over to give you a hug. You weren't there. And yeah, I stayed in my room for a full week, crying. It was bad. And 3 days after you moved, my dad came in my room to wake me up. Or no, I walked out and I was walking past his room and he said, "Dakota, come here." So I went to Dad. And he said, "This morning I went into your room to wake you and Amanda up." And he's like, I had looked at the clock and I was like, "Oh, I gotta go get the girls up." And he said, I went to walk into your room, and then I remembered she was gone. It was horrible. I don't talk to any girls really anymore. I talk to like 3. because I will never have another best friend like you. I will keep myself from having another best friend. I won't do it. I stay locked up in the house a lot because I go to the park and I was like, oh, Amanda used to sit there, Amanda. So I usually stay at home. I don't like going to the park or anywhere. I don't like going in my mom's new car because it doesn't have any memories of you in it, you know. I love you and I miss you, and you will forever have my heart. I love you with all my heart. Amanda Susan Johnson, whatever your name is. And I'm hoping that in winter my mom keeps her word and will come and visit you. And if that doesn't happen, next summer I'm gonna make my mom save up her money and we'll either get me a plane ticket or you a plane ticket so we can be together. I miss you. I love you. And yeah. So, bye. I mean, see you later. Yeah, see you later. Alright. Bye.